Hey everybody, welcome back to the Shareware Shuffle here on Awful Gambit. We are playing some more DOS trash today, but what are we playing? We're playing some X-Men, so let's take a look. Ooh, look at all this. But what X-Men game are we playing? There was a bunch on PC, consoles, all over the place. This one might surprise you, and it's an important game to me, and we'll get into that here just in a second. So X-Men, open up this one. 1994. PC Demo 1.01. What year was this one? 1997. So, from Acclaim. Okay. Console guys. Probe Entertainment. Okay. Know them. Capcom, of course. That makes sense. Does it? It does make sense. Especially if we're playing... That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing X-Men, Children of the Atom, one of the most important fighting games of all time because it kicked off the entire crossover genre, which led to games such as X-Men vs. Street Fighter and on and on and on. Now, this is special for me because I remember, I guess there's got to be a story to everything, went to a trip to a Disney World in Florida. We're out here in California, so that was a big deal at the time when I was little. Got off the plane, doing a little bit of driving, take a stop at a rest stop sort of area, a big place to fill up gas, and, you know, just fancy gas stations they have. Go inside, looking for a snack, and they have an arcade machine right inside to the left, and it is playing on loop right here, X-Men Children of the Atom, and I had never seen it before, and it blew way. I was already loving fighting games with stuff like Street Fighter 2, but I was limited to Street Fighter 2. Everything else was kind of crap, especially on Super Nintendo. So seeing this is like seeing the original Street Fighter and then Street Fighter 2. It is game-changing, and I put in whatever quarters I had, and I remember that game for the whole trip. So come later, get a little older, realize that it's on the PC, and I track it down. Never tracked down the full version. Always had just this demo version. And I remember playing this for hours. Insane. And this is the reason why I am a Wolverine player and a reason why I love Psylocke. Look at that. That's a great post. Psylocke whenever I get a chance to, simply because in this demo, those are the only two characters. So, let's get started. So, we have the whole cast here, but we can only pick... Wolverine. If I do the second player, we get Psylocke. So you can play with both of them against each other. Now, it's important. We are playing on PC. I don't remember if this was gamepad compatible back then. Wouldn't matter because no one on PC had a gamepad back then. So we're playing this one, excuse me, on keyboard just like we did back in the day. And that means WASD for controls and Y, U, and I for the high punches, automatic, and H, J, and K for the powered kicks. Very weird, but honestly, at least in terms of the attacks, exactly like you would. God, I love Psylocke in this. Exactly like you would on a joystick. So, it is missing frames, of course, and not quite as smooth. I'm pretty sure this game was on the PlayStation. Stop it. But I don't remember the quality because I've never played it there, so I couldn't say if this was better or worse. But I'm telling you, when you're on a 1997 PC, right, you're running Windows 98, probably still Windows 95 for most people, this was a big deal. And honestly, more than playable. Excuse me. Now, it's almost impossible to actually play because you know you need the quarter circle commands, and that requires some time up on a couple of moves, and it becomes quite difficult. So, I mean, you're not going to be seeing this version at EVO, and I remember getting my ass kicked over and over again because the controls are just so egregiously bad. That said, it is a dream of mine. I haven't looked into it. Oh, so gotcha. To see how you would have gotten the original one, I assume it was in stores and mail-in. There we go. But like that's a dream of mine. If there was actually a big box copy of Children of the Atom for PC, ugh.
Round 3.
That would get framed up there. Come on, come on. So I just learned how to be super aggressive. Oh, she got me.
Tornado Claw.
And I'm trash right now. But surprisingly, when I was a kid, when all you had was a computer, there we go. Oh, we get you with the little kid. There we go. I got pretty dang good at this. And this started my love of tracking down arcade games on PC, which would continue on for stuff like, I guess, what was the big one that I had? Virtua Cop was another big one. Games like that. And once MAME really came around, oh, man. Game changer. I was originally with the early MAME stuff. I was there. Loved the shit out of it. Turned every computer into an arcade machine, even to this day. Excuse me. And that's it. I mean, this is all you really have. And that's actually quite a lot in terms of quality on DOS if you're playing something like this. Just the demo. I absolutely put hours upon hours upon hours into this game. Now, I don't remember the layout for the second player. I believe you need a numpad, and I don't have one on this. So let's see. F1, I believe, is first player. I may not have the controls. Okay, so F2 is second player. It's probably going to be the numpad because if you're going to play two players together, it's going to get weird. So let's figure this out on the fly. Okay, so it is the arrow keys. Okay, and what is our select? Select our home. Ooh, okay. Are we doing the
round 1? Fight.
Okay, so we're using the home page up, page down. Sure, looks like it. Oh, this is gonna be bad. So this is dropping frames and it's choppy. But even on an old PC way back in the day, it did run this fine. It was fine, man. I mean, you had no idea. You couldn't get to the arcades all the time, and by then arcades were starting to die out, so it was hard.
You win.
Oh man, so second player, yeah, if you have a full-size keyboard, it would be a little easier.
Round 2. Fight.
God, I don't understand how I put so many hours into this. I loved it. And then X-Men vs. Street Fighter is my favorite of the games. And I love that game so much that I built on my first arcade cabinet just to have that game in there. There we go. Got him with Psylocke.
You win.
You should see my hands here. I am in the most cramped position on this small keyboard. Oh man, Psylocke. That's the iconic Psylocke. She's also wicked hot. Next time I suggest you try fighting back. So much effing fun, man. This is such a weird game. So I don't even have the first... Yeah, I don't even have all my buttons. Delete. No. It doesn't really matter. You know what this is. This is X-Men Children of the Atom. Thank you. This is just a quick one since this is a demo shareware, since this is Shareware Shuffle. You don't get a lot of content here in terms of something like the first level or two of like Doom or something, or Wolfenstein, that you can get lost into. But this is special to me because this kicked off my absolute love for these fighting games of this style and crossovers and just this art style. Look, this is so iconic that they were still using these freaking sprites all the way up to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I mean, we're talking pulled right out of Children of the Atom to get everyone in there. So It's important. All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking this out. This was a quick one, a little fun one. If you like what you saw here, please, 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 please subscribe. Leave us a comment, hit the bell. Did you have this on PC? Do you remember playing this? Did you have a joypad to work with this? Let me know. You got other video games from the day back on the DOS or Windows platform. Let me know so we can get them on an episode of Shareware Shuffle. And we appreciate you taking the time. So until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of the day, week, whatever it may be. And we will catch you again real soon. Bye-bye.